nos regalen miel. Mi meta.
Good morning and welcome to our DARE graduation. The DARE graduates of the class of 2024 are fifth graders. And also, I'd like to thank our parents for coming to support us in this graduation. I'd like to thank our Sheriff McAllister for his support. I'd like to thank Mr. Lance O'Donnell, our DARE officer, and our SRO. He's great with the kids. They enjoy it. And they're going to learn these lifelong skills that will help them throughout their lives. So we really appreciate our Winn Parish Sheriff's Department for supporting our students. And at this time, I will turn it over to our DARE class.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now we will have to share with our ability. Please join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for all Mr. Lentz, for all the important skills he taught us through there. We are thankful for the opportunity we have had to all be here today. We ask that you have a hand of protection over our school. We heal the people who are in hospitals. We ask for all these things in your name. Amen.
I don't know what to say about this class that hasn't already been said. So it's a large class. It's one of our larger classes here in Canal. But I'm very proud of all of them. We've had some fun times. We've had some times we had to be a little bit serious, but I'm proud of each one of them. For y'all who don't know,
I'm Sergeant Travis O'Donnell with the Wynn Parish Sheriff's Office. If you don't know me, get to know me. I'll be here for a while. I'm our SRO here and your dare instructor for our parish. I'd like to thank Mr. McAllister, the sheriff, for giving me the opportunity to be here, to be their dare instructor, and to allow me to be at the school. So, DARE stands for, y'all want to say it? Y'all want me to say it? Y'all want to say it? Okay, what's DARE stand for? Okay, so now I'm saying they at least learned something. So, all right. Just kidding. They've learned a lot in the past 10 weeks, and I'm very proud of them. DARE is a very important program for our community because it teaches them how to identify and possibly prevent bullying, drug information, and things like that is very vital to their growth and positive growth for our communities. It also helps to install confidence, which this class is not short on at all. They are very, very confident, to say the least. Like I said, I'm very proud of it, and I couldn't think of a better. Y'all are technically my second class, but that is okay because y'all are number one in my heart. So, with that being said, Ms. Tammy, if you want to go ahead and come up here, we're going to start giving y'all certificates. So, row one, go ahead, please stand for me.
Connor Allred. Austin Anderson. Kate Ruthill. Abby Grace Carpenter. Presley Carpenter. Jack Henry Carter. John William Carter. Benjamin Chandler. Amelia Deal. Drew Edwards. Trafford Foshi. Halen Gibbs. Francisco Gonzalez. Waylon Gorin. Carter Hilton. Mackenzie Maddox. Molly Mercer. Blaine Mitchell. Carlos Moa. Peter Page. Adeline Powell. Jed Rice. Harper Rourke. Gentry Taylor. Jace Tinsley.
So, let's give them all a big round of applause. They worked hard for this. I'm very proud of them. I do have a few awards I want to give out. first one I want to give out, I told them when we first started, there's 3 things I look for. Them helping me in the classroom, participation, our DARE book, and a DARE essay. So, the first award I want to give to is going to be for Abby Grace, for helping me the most in class, trying to keep everybody. Every time they get a little bit loud, I hear Abby across the room telling them to shut up. So, yeah. So my second one is the DARE book, and that's going to be Preston Carpenter. Preston too early, so she helped other people catch up on there. So very proud of you. So there you go. And every semester we do our DARE class. We have a DARE essay. It's one of the requirements for our graduation, and we have one at each school, and we also have a parish-wide. And our parish-wide winner is also from Calvin High School. That's going to be Carlos Moya. Carlos is going to do his DARE essay this morning.
My dad is my hero and today I played. My name is Carlos Point and this is my story. 4 years ago, my life took a turn. To be honest, I don't really know where to begin. In 2020, I almost lost my dad. My dad had been to change. At first, it was great to see him here. We would go out and spend family time doing things we enjoyed, but then he took a quick turn. He started drinking so much with his friends. Well, at last, leaves for work and come home already drunk. I remember my mom arguing with him about it, but it seems like he didn't care. The drinking had gotten so bad that he would stay out all night with his friends. Days, weeks, and months went by, and he didn't seem to really care not one bit. He didn't care about us anymore. Well, at least that's what I would think. He had made us unhappy all because of his friends. Almost a year went by, and my mom had to make a decision, and she did. It was time to let go. She wasn't happy, and my dad, she knew we weren't either. It was that time to let go and to move on. My mom talked to my dad and told him she was leaving, and she was taking my siblings and I with her. It was not the environment she wanted her kids to be in. That home was very so toxic. My dad thought my mom wouldn't leave and take us, but he was wrong. He left. I remember my dad began begging my mom for us to please stay to come back. My mom told him we weren't coming back until he changed. He didn't realize those so-called friends, and all they wanted was to drink, ask for money. Because of them, I lost my dad. With time going by, my dad had finally realized what he lost. His family, he had my family finally made the decision to change his life around. If he wanted his family back, he knew his friends weren't worth losing his family. That was the moment he realized he had to give up and fight for what he almost loved, us, his family. I was still confused because they thought my dad was back. I didn't know if I could trust him. I didn't know if he was going to fall back down again. what he used to do. All I knew was that he was very trying what to know when I knew my dad was died 30 years ago on Christmas Day. He was so excited to see all the presents, and especially seeing the one that read from Santa. And one thing of my Christmas list was to get a Nintendo Switch from Santa. My eyes couldn't believe it. That was it. Santa had finally a Switch. That moment was so full of excitement. My dad as he hugged me back and said, "Thank you, Dad." To be honest, that was the wrong type hug that I ever got from him. As I let go, I saw a teardrop came down his cheeks. That was his. That's when I realized deep down in my heart that finally my dad is back. Now my dad is there for my siblings, and he makes sure he didn't miss anything. He always at my baseball games and practices. He cheers me on. Very thought what sounds embarrassment. It hurts to know I got my dad back. He loved me as he gave me a kiss on my forehead, calling me his son at night, tells me good night, sweet dreams, and I love you. He seems more happy and alive. Now we do things as a family. I want to end this by saying to never give up. When the world seems is falling, not and you're down. It's your choice if you want to give up and let the world know you are willing to fight. Don't let others influence you. Don't do things because you want to fit in. Don't hurt your loved ones because you know you too want to look bad in front of others. My dad, family, he is my hero because he got himself out of the situation he had got. If he today goes well, just keep it going with much pressure. I let everyone know my dad is 3 years older. Today, I also want to thank Officer Lance for teaching me more about Dare. I hope my story gets to others and learn that making bad decisions can help the people you also love. My dad is not here, and I pledge to be alcohol-free. Alcohol is worthy here, my time or risk for the rest my life, and will be far too important to waste. Promising to make good choices and do right if no one is watching. Will not let others drive me to do wrong. I will be there.
I think it's so funny. It's so funny. It's a funny thing.
Yeah.
So he gets Darren this year because he is the parish-wide Dare essay winner. That Darren went through 2 weeks of the academy with me, so it's very special to me. So, with that being said, that's wrapping up our ceremony for this morning. If y'all stick around for a little bit, y'all want to take pictures with the kids, we got a few things we want to hand out. I'm sorry, I promised them that if all 25 ago graduated, that I would do a dance on stage. The gritty, whatever that is. And of course, they all 25 graduated, so now I have to humiliate myself. But that's okay because they worked for it, and I'm very proud of them. So, yeah. Who wants to help me do it?
But before we adjourn, I would like to just take a second to thank Officer O'Donnell. When we took office July 1, we did not have a DARE instructor. The state of Louisiana was not going to put on a DARE academy. But we were able to convince some people, and they ended up putting on an academy. And Lance was rushed through that academy, and you have to have certain credentials to be a DARE teacher. And Lance has met every challenge that we've come across, and as you can tell, how much he interacts with the kids, and they enjoy him. He's been a great DARE instructor. And I want to thank Calvin High School as well, because I know your resource officer has had to move around a little bit to some of the other schools, but thank y'all for working with us on that. And when you hear stories like Mr. Moya's there, it shows how this program, with a lot of other programs we're trying to implement across this parish, can help change our parish. So that was a very inspirational story by Mr. Moya. So, and congratulations. Thank you, Lance, for all you do.